Hi. So one of my favorite lessons, favorite writing lessons on how to write and report like a narrative journalist came from one of my son's school assignments when he was in second grade. And I ended up starting to use it for my college students in my news writing courses. But what it was they kind of used this model of like a watermelon with all these little seeds in it. And the assignment was for him to go back to a moment that was very memorable for him. And so let's just how to translate this into like storytelling. Nonfiction storytelling is something that we do in our observation and reporting of other events. And this is also something you can do for your own marketing or your own public relations, announcements or anything like that. But in this case, this is how I'm trying to transfer this lesson over from a second grade assignment to something that you can apply in your own business, or if you're an aspiring journalist or a journalist, just a writing tip. But so what you do, so he had to recreate a memorable event, and then what he had to do is take like a tiny moment from that event and expand it out. And he had to tell the story using his five senses. So what that looked like for him was Six Flags. He loved this day he had with his father at Six Flags. And the tiny moment was this just split second on the roller coaster ride. And he described that moment through the smells around him, the sounds, the things that he saw. And in reporting or creating information for a great creative nonfiction story, that is something that we do. However, we must make sure that everything that we gather and that we add adds value to the central thesis or angle of what we're working on. So you're not going to talk about how the room smelled if it has absolutely nothing to do with what you're writing about. But if it does, it's valuable and it's interesting and it brings the story to life on the page, makes it maybe a little bit more three-dimensional, a little more colorful. You can also do this by reporting from, if it's something that you're writing about that happened a long time ago, you can report from photographs and you can describe scenes from photographs, and you can get maybe a source to describe what was happening in the photographs. So that's all I've got. My writing lesson today, again, came from my son when he was in second grade. But it works, right? Keep it simple, which is another writing lesson I'll have to add, is the value of simplicity in our writing.